I'm here to present you with my latest innovation, which is called the Power Code AI. It's a VS Code extension that can help you to write code in seconds by literally telling it what you want to do. And I'm going to be showing you examples here. So I'm going to head over to this example.js file, and I've created one for backend developers and some examples that front-end developers mostly use. And I'm just going to be showing you how to be able to make use of the tool. So once you have the tool installed, it actually requires you to have an OpenAI API key. It makes use of OpenAI, so it requires you to have a key. I might be looking at how to change this in future, but once you get this at the moment, you can simply come over to get it here, and it's going to redirect you to OpenAI. I'm not going to be going there right now. You could check it out, and you can sign up for your key, and it's going to prompt you once it's installed to add the key. And once you add it, you'll be able to make use of the functionalities of Open Power Code AI. So this is how you make use of it. So VS Code has a command palette. When you click on here and click on command palette, it opens this point for you. It has two commands. The first one, which we're going to be looking at today, is the power your code. So once you start power your code, it's going to give you this. And once you press enter, it's going to tell you, hey, type what you want. So I'm just going to come here and copy this same thing. It said I didn't enter a text. I'm going to be using Control P. I'm using the arrow to bring up my commands, and I'm going to select power your code again. Once I paste the function I wanted to create for me or whatever I wanted to, I'm going to press and enter, and then you give it the while, it's going to load, and it's actually going to generate the function for you. So as you can see, it has done exactly what we said, which is to create an XSJS function to handle post requests from API route. As you can see, it created the express, instantiated the object, the whole express object, and it handles it and even creates the server to listen to the request. So it does all that for you. Next thing here, I'm going to also give it another command. We're going to go through it again. For this thing, I'm going to do command or Control P. I'm going to come over to power your code, and I'm going to tell it to create an Express.js middleware to rate limit. Oh, I actually meant to add rate limit on the API route. So I'm going to press and enter and give it some seconds. It's going to actually generate your code for you in a short while. So as you can see, it created the Express app. Though it doesn't recognize your code, it's still under development. So just for the sake of its flagging, we're just going to take that off. As you can see, it uses the /API, and it's going to add a rate limit, which means that if someone tries to put too many requests on that route, it's going to tell the person that, hey, you can't access it, or you can't do this amount of requests at the particular moment. So it handles this automatically, and you simply just have to prompt it to tell it what you want, and it's going to add it directly on your VS Code. So it's like having ChatGPT directly on your VS Code. Now, for front-end developers, there are a lot of things you do. Maybe you said you want to do a function that converts a file to a blob. You could use it, and we're just going to come back here, Control P, and I'm going to use the greater than arrow. I forgot what it's called. And I'm going to select power your code, and I'm going to paste that it should create a function to convert file to blob. And once I press and enter, it's going to take some time, just a short while, and it's going to actually paste your code right before I complete this sentence. Great, it completed it. So as you can see, it does everything, and even VS Code extension, the VS Code extension tells us we're going to get back a blob, and it handles everything for you. The much more precise you are on what you want, the exact method is going to give you what you're asking for. So that's one example. Let's take the next example, which will tell you to create a function to compress an image by half the size. If you have a particular package you use for compressing image on the front end, you could tell it explicitly to do that. Or if you don't have, and you tell it, it's going to give you the best possible option it knows. And once I tell it to do that right now, it's going to take its time, search for the best possible option it has, and it's going to return that. And there you go. It's actually going to give you a result back. So this is a demonstration on how to make use of the Power Code AI. What you simply need to just do is go over to your extensions, search for Power Code AI, and once you get there, you will see it's by Ace Builds. So Ace_builds, you're going to see it's going to tell you write code in seconds with AI. That's what it does. Test out this extension, give me feedback, whatever you have. If you have any questions, comment down below, and I'm going to get back to you shortly, as fast as I can. So thank you very much. See you in the next video.